This is going to be a really quick video showing you how to do eyebrows. I got a couple of questions or comments on Instagram about how do I do my eyebrows. There are two ways to do eyebrows, and this is going to be really fast. It's really simple to me. All you have to do is practice. Once you practice and you get it down pat, you can do this in like 2 seconds and be out the door. So this is the stuff that you're going to need. If you're using a pencil, I have this pencil, and it is Jordana, and it is in Midnight. Excuse my nail, I know it's broken, and it has like a little brush on the end. I usually use this, honestly, to brush out my brows. I do use it. Or you can use a spoolie to do the same thing, brush them out. Just the goal is to brush out your brows. So that's the first option. The second option is you can get a kit. This is BROWZINGS by Benefits, and it is a brow kit. And when you open the kit, there's usually like a lighter and a darker color. I'm sorry for the reflection. There's usually like a lighter and a darker color. And one usually is like a powder, like this one is a powder, and then this one is like a gel type consistency. And then you'll still use the same thing, the same spoolie, but this time you're going to have an actual brush to apply it. I think this came with a brush, but I don't know because I don't really use it anymore. And then, of course, you're going to have one of these. I don't know if you can see that tip. And this is just from e.l.f. And it's to clean up anything that you didn't do. So my first thing is I'm going to use a pencil. So, of course, I'm going to move this hair out of my way first. And then I'm going to clean up my brows a little bit. And I usually get my brows waxed like every 2 or 3 weeks. So it's about time, so I have some spare little hairs running around here, but hey. So the pencil is not super sharp, but I mean it is, so you can still get it. And I'm just gonna use my mirror just because it's easier for me. Bring this down just a little. And first thing you're gonna do is line the bottom. For some reason my mic stopped recording, but no problem. Like I was saying, just you start at the bottom and you literally like trace your line of your natural lashes. Then you go to the top and do the same thing. So basically you're outlining your eyebrows. If you want to add a little bit more, you add a little bit more just to define the shape some, but you don't want to go too overboard. You see like how I'm looking up just to make sure it doesn't look too crazy. It's still basically following the shape of my brows. I'm not overarching it. I'm not making it too dark. Like my hair color is a 1B, but I'm not going to make my brows like super dark just to match my hair. I still want them to look as natural as possible. So after you line the top and the bottom, you just go and you fill it in. After you fill it in, I normally use the brush or the spoolie and just pull the front of my eyebrows forward. That gives it a more gradient look, again, to make it look more natural. Make it look like it's really just your eyebrows and they are just thick. Then you brush it out, smooth it out, do as much brush action as you can to still keep it looking crisp and clean but natural. To define that arch and keep it in the shape, add and take away as much as you need to. You definitely don't want to have a unibrow, but you just want to make sure that at least the front of your eyebrows look very natural, or as natural as they can be. I'm just triple checking over and over just to make sure that I have the right shape that I need before I go in with my concealer to clean up anything that I missed or may have, you know, done a little wrong. So here I'm taking my concealer and it's going to be NC50. So I went a little shade darker than what I usually use because I don't want that regular highlight effect. I don't want my brows. What we're not doing for 2016 is we're not going to over highlight our eyebrows to trace them out. So you just take a little bit and in light sweeping strokes, you go right underneath that line that you made to just further define the eyebrows. But it does look light on camera, but you're going to see, it does look light initially when you put it on, but you're going to see that I take my finger and I try to smooth it out as much as I can. I'm still going back and forth with the brush just to make sure that I got the correct line, but then I'm going to smooth it out as I am doing now. I'm trying to blend it out as much as I can with my finger to make sure that it just looks like a smooth transition. There's no, you know, harsh lines. You never, ever, ever want harsh lines. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the top, again, just to crisp and define that brow. And then when you finish doing the same thing to the top, you just want to make sure that it's still crisp and clean lines. And then you're going to go in with your finger and smooth it out, blend it out, just to make sure, again, that you don't have any harsh lines. Your face, you never want harsh lines when doing anything. So that's eyebrow number 1. Now we're going to go with number 2 with the gel and the powder set. What I'm doing is just mixing the two on the brush. And this is just how I do it. You don't have to mix it if you don't want to. You can use the gel and then set it with the powder. Some people do that too. It just depends on, you know, your motif. Now we're going to do the same thing. You're going to start at the bottom, line the bottom of your natural eyebrow arch. Your natural arch. If you are trying to go for a higher arch, then by all means try it out. See how it works. But you want to be as natural as possible. That's what I always try to say. Be as natural as possible. Yes, makeup, you wear makeup, and of course some people say, oh, that's not natural. Okay, whatever. But you're wearing your stuff to try to be as natural as possible. You're trying to accentuate what you already have. That's why I say I fill in my eyebrows, because literally I do. I trace or outline my already existing eyebrows, and then I fill them in. Now I'm still doing the same thing. Like I said, I did the bottom and the top, and now I'm just filling it in with the gel and the powder mixed, how I do it. Like I said, you can use the gel part first, and then you can set it with the powder. I just like to mix both, and it works for me, and it comes out pretty darn perfect, if I must say so. So I've had no problem with this, and I love this set by Benefits. I've had it for about a year, and it does wonders for me. So now again, I'm just looking up, checking, make sure it's the right arch, making sure they match. Again, your eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. They don't have to be exactly identical on both sides, because that's not how your face is. As long as they're in the same realm, they look alike, you should be okay. Now again, I'm cleaning up. I'm trying to make sure I have straight lines, as much straight lines as possible, and it blends enough. This time on the front, I didn't really have to use the spoolie, because with that, you can get in there a little easier with the gel and the powder mix. Of course, and I'm cleaning it up with my NC50 concealer. As you see, there's just me cleaning it up and making it look better, giving it, you know, a highlighted, definite, or defining look. You don't want to see any straight hairs. As I said, I do need to go and get my eyebrows waxed, but I just haven't been in a little while, and I can still make it look good. Now just blend it in, make sure you don't have any harsh lines. Do the same thing for the top, because you do want them to look the same. Make sure that they try to match the same arches on both sides. Like one's not higher than the other, one is not looking crazy, and the other one's all, you know, straight and perfect. And once you get to the edges of them, you just want to fine them out to a tip. They should just like go like a natural tip. Now you want to clean up the middle. You don't want to go too far in because you still want to make it look natural, but you don't want to have any extra darkness in the middle of the bridge of your nose. And now I'm done. So let me know what you think and how it worked out for you down in the comment box. Make sure to like, give me a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm thinking about doing an eyelash tutorial next. And thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. See you next video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TheRealLB1.